Good morning, it's Wednesday, and I'm just coming up on 1 kilometer. Hello.
Morning. Time, 7 minutes, 25 seconds. Distance, 1 kilometers. Workout average pace, 7 minutes, 24 seconds per kilometer.
I'm on Robinwood, trying to avoid the recycle truck. Hi. Heading towards the Mt.Joy. I can already see a buzzard. Today is a super hot day, perfect for buzzards. That guy is going to be so high up pretty soon, I won't even be able to see him. Turning onto the Douglas Creek Trail. This was the first part of my video from yesterday. Heading towards that trail is still closed. The Salmonberry side of the creek is closed for runners and hikers. There is some sort of water management situation going on there. I am heading towards my first drink break. I hope this cadence is good for my cadence crowd. Takes me a little bit close to Cordova Bay Road, but only briefly. This side of Douglas Creek is that much closer to the road. I'm really enjoying seeing your wonderful snaps, the photographs that you are taking on your runs. I don't care if they're from today or from a previous day or from a previous year, for that matter. As long as you took them, and as long as they're good, clear photographs. Context does not carry any weight on this particular assignment. This page is purely for good pictures, regardless of content, regardless of, what should I say, context. I will periodically remove pictures as I see better ones appear. But if you want to see the whole collection, just go to the page, the secret page. You don't have to scroll all the way through the page. Just go over to the right of the main column, and there's a little section that says recently added pictures or photos. And then there's another option that says view all. That is how I can count how many pictures are there so easily. I have taken out some of my own. I have taken out some good pictures that weren't taken by members of the secret page. I was basically priming the pump, as they say. But I think we're hovering around 35, 36 good pictures.
Time, 14 minutes, 16 seconds. Distance, 2 kilometers. Workout average pace, 7 minutes, 7 seconds per kilometer.
I'm now in the full shade of the forest. The canopy is about 100 feet above my head. From the air, you cannot see the ground here. You just see the tops of the trees. As I walk towards the washroom tap to take my first drink, 2 kilometers in, 1 kilometer of recording, which means I've probably got 8 minutes so far. But I took the liberty of starting my chrono, my Ironman, my Timex Ironman chrono. Funny thing happened yesterday when I was out running. It got so hot on the Lochside Trail that my phone stopped recording data from my Runkeeper app, my Smooth Runkeeper app. I think if the phone gets too warm, sometimes if you leave the phone in the sunshine, it'll overheat in the summer. Well, this one happened to be inside a black cotton t-shirt that I was wearing that did get very hot. I was fine, but my phone was not. My phone does not have as much tolerance of the heat. Thank you. Until I crossed the road, I was not sure which way I was going to go, but I decided at that split second that this way would be shadier. The next major option, I will turn uphill. I'm running on Whittaker around the base. Hi. I have my best trail shoes on today, my Brooks Pure Grit. I think since I bought these, our friend Laura, I think it's Laura, she's probably had 4 or 5 pairs delivered. I think I bought these about 4 months ago. This is my traditional hike up to the spindly tree with the elbow bit. I always try and set myself certain spots where I traditionally walk and where I traditionally start running again. I heard Chris Russell's show at the weekend. He was talking about trail running and what he's learned in the last 20 years of running trails. Good advice. Take it easy. Don't worry about your pace. A lot of people, me included, when I first transitioned to trail running, was very unimpressed with the pace that I was managing to maintain. This is normal. This will always happen with trail running. Not just because you're hiking, but also because there are times when you'll be stupid to run unless you have a very good dental plan or a very rich daddy. You could very easily lose a lot of teeth. I don't trip nearly as much as I used to, mainly because I've learned how to slow down. As I weave between the trees, like George Foreman, dodging obstacles in my path. I'm now on a trail called Norn, which will open up to some mid-level trails, which I will take to get to my ultimate ascent to the summit, where I hope to see some more buzzard action. Yep, this is a major trail junction. running south on Norn. A lot of these trails now, hello, hi, a lot of these trails now feature on the maps, the electronic maps that we use so much. The data has been plotted. This is where I take a little deke around a fallen tree. I could have jumped over it, but I have tripped there in the past. So I now deke around that particular tree as it lies there, blocking my path. Oh, I know where I'm going now. I'm going up, 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 but not quite.
Time, 23 minutes, 35 seconds.
Nope.
Distance, 3 kilometers. Workout average pace, 7
I'm
minutes,
going back.
51 seconds per kilometer.
I'm going back. That one is just going to be more bushwhacking than I want to do today. There has been a minor scare as the ticks have started to invade the island. So I really don't need to get bitten. So I stick to my main thoroughfares here. I've got about 3 or 4 feet on either side of me of clear space between the trees. But if I start scrummaging, if that's even a word, if I start scrummaging through the bushes, who knows what might bite me. So what was that last kilometre? Anybody keeping track? It's either 3 or 4. No, I think it's 3. That's right, 3 sevens. About 20 minutes into the run. And, excuse me. That was my porridge. Probably 18 minutes into my recording. Hi.
Hi. But what about all of the
Tree dead ahead of me is being chewed to bits by woodpeckers. Oh, great. This tree, these 2 trees, have been very recently cut. They were always a problem that I had to step over. As I negotiate the tree stumps and roots heading towards Irvine Trail, if I'm not mistaken, you can hear that the trail has closed in on me somewhat. I'm now rubbing up against some of the foliage as I go through. Okay, I'm now on one of the main tourist trails, as you can hear, it has switched to gravel, but also it has become too steep to run. This takes me quite quickly up to Irvine and then up to the summit. I have to cross Church Hill Drive pretty soon, but there will be no cars on it, as the gate at the bottom of the hill is locked. The only people I see here will be pedestrians. Yep, I don't use this trail very often because it is a little steeper than I'm prepared to run in this weather. In fact, even in the winter I wouldn't run this section. It's too darn steep. But it levels off here. I definitely won't see a garbage truck on this run, or a recycling truck, because nobody lives on Mt.Doug. It is a park. It is a municipal park. It belongs to the municipality of Saanich, spelt with a double A, Saanich, which makes it a Salish word from the coastal Salish peoples that still inhabit this area. Not Mt.Doug. Mt.Doug is a sacred zone for them. They don't live here. They used to come here to collect wood. But because they weren't building very much, they didn't need to fell the big trees. It was only when the Europeans arrived that the big trees started to fall. Mainly because there was a building boom and there was a lot of equipment to cut trees down with. Hopefully my phone won't overheat today. If I keep to the shade of the forest, I should be okay. But I might actually, I will pull the phone out from inside my shirt. I'm not really moving very fast at the moment. It's not likely to bang on anything and break. This is very steep. This is what they call a chin scraper. It's probably 50 degrees. Definitely steeper than 45. Steeper than a stairway. Stairways are traditionally 45 degrees. Just walked under a tree that was leaning across the trail. And I have another one to walk under here. As you can hear, my little heart is working overtime as I stumble but do not fall. Coming up to an option pretty soon. I could either cross the road once again and go to Upper Whittaker, or I could stay climbing on Irvine and hit the summit. I think that's what I'll do today, seeing as I'm looking for the big birds. I need to get some clear vision of the sky. There you go, 11 o'clock Pacific time. I'll be running again soon. I've been hiking now for about 5 minutes, as you've probably noticed. Not a lot of running going on just about here, but soon I get a little bit of a break from all this climbing, and I run on the flat for a while. Then I have to go up finally to the top. I hear a deep rolling sound. Somebody told me it was the American Air Base somewhere close by. I think in Bellingham, Washington. There is this acoustic anomaly that we have here. It sounds like thunder, but it is not thunder. There is not a cloud in the sky, as you will see when I get my camera out of my pocket later on. Because I'm running a continuous recording today, I will not pause the recording to take pictures. I will just either put the recorder down or hold it in my mouth as I rummage for my camera. This side of the mountain is exposed to the morning sunlight, so I might not film until I'm on the other side. I might not take any pictures towards the east, because they tend to get a little washed out, even with my Nikon point and shoot camera. But there is a lot you can do after the picture is in your camera. You can adjust the hue, the contrast, the intensity, all that kind of business with your photo programming app. Photo adjustments like iPhoto, that kind of thing. You can make those final
12 seconds. Distance 4 kilometers. Average pace 9 minutes 3 seconds.
That's about right. 9 minutes. I have slowed to a 9-minute pace. I have been recording for half an hour now. And I'm just about to summit this little rock of mine, this mountain of joy, as I like to call it. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Stunning to the eye, but absolutely, well, not completely invisible to the camera, but I'll take one picture just as I put my recorder down. Okay, so my recorder is now on a rock, so I'm talking just a little bit louder than usual. In fact, I'm almost yelling as I look out towards Cormorant Point. I got that one. Cormorant Point. Yep, that is part of Gordon Head, my neighborhood. Alright. I don't have to yell anymore now. This is where I came that day way back in the late winter, early spring, I guess it was, just before I went to Spain. This is where I came to test these shoes out on the wet rock. I think I heard somebody behind me, but they're welcome to pass if they wish. There's not too many people up here today, partly because it's 11 a.m. on a hot sunny day, and partly because it's Wednesday. All the little old ladies around the bottom with their pooches, they don't get up here because they can't drive up here. Not yet. By noon the story changes. Then the top of the mountain becomes quite busy. Seeing as it's so close to the summit on this side, I think I will push up to the top, and then I'll do a 360 from the top. I could do a panorama shot. I kind of like those, but I've noticed that, you know how you can, on your phone, you can adjust the brightness and intensity of the pictures. With a panoramic shot you can't. If you do that, it just becomes a very long strip of a photograph. But you can enhance it because it allows you to intensify the detail of the picture. But if you wish to use the panoramic mode, if you wish it to be pannable after you post it, you cannot use that enhanced vision. You have to use whatever lighting and contrast effects that you captured on the original pass. Because if you've tried using the pano, it tells you to move smoothly around the scene that you wish to take a picture of, and it'll tell you to smooth, it'll tell you to speed up or slow down, and it'll also tell you if you're on the right horizon. I thought I heard somebody behind me. Well done. Now he's hiking. It's too steep to run. He's trying. I thought I heard him behind me, but I don't think he heard me, because he has his earbuds in. He's also a lot younger than me. He stopped on top of a big rock to take a drink. I took a drink at the top, at the bottom, as you heard, and I will take another drink at the bottom, or maybe I'll wait till I get home, because I'm going to be taking the quick way down. I'm going to go down Glendenning. I will see that young man again, mark my words. But I'm not sure if I will see a buzzard today. We shall see what we shall see. I'm now on the antenna summit, just just east of the lookout summit. I will do my 360 from there today. This is really dry up here. There is very little moisture. Hello. It's so dry up here, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's dry, yeah.
I hope nobody's smoking up here today.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, no, that's
This
right.
could all go up in...
Yeah, we don't want to have another California up here.
No ways. Are you going down Irvine?
Yeah, just right here. Yeah.
I'm going to go down Glendenning. It's more direct route down to... down to...
Yeah, they've got that blocked off. That I used to go right over there where those trees are. I used to go down there.
Yeah.
And they have it blocked off real solid down at the that other trail that comes up, the South Ridge Trail.
Yeah, they've blocked it off?
The South Ridge is okay.
Yeah.
But this one here is right where the entrance to the South Trail.
Yes.
It's just they've got
the pink tape up there?
I went down there and then it was hard to get over that fence.
Yeah, no, I'll go down Glendenning. That's that little gully from the little platform there where the cars park. I go down that little chute all the way down to the Whitaker, Lower Whitaker or Todd or whatever it's called, and then I hang around towards San Juan.
Yeah, you'll probably run into the fencing, but just matter again.
All right.
They used to have the fence here and somebody knocked it down, but
well, maybe they think it's
I guess there's a bunch of erosion. There is a lot of erosion right there, you know.
Yeah, it's sandy, isn't it?
Sand, yeah.
I guess they're worried about people tripping, I guess, and suing the municipality.
Maybe it's the rain, you know.
The flooding? Oh, the storm. We had a bit of a storm, some heavy rain.
We might have more of those, you know, because of the water warming, you know, like.
Yeah.
I think that's why we're getting a lot of humidity, because the water must be warming out there.
The ocean's getting hot, yeah. All right, well, I better keep moving.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Bye-bye. Safe hiking. All right. So I'm now at the antenna. I'm just going to put the recorder down again and do my 360 from here. That's the metal of the antenna itself. So I'm looking to the south now. There's the Olympic Peninsula in the distance. I'll scan past the bright sunlight. Past Golden Head. Oh, there's a site of Mount Baker above San Juan Island. And as I come around to the antenna and my voice recorder, I will scan up up. And there is one of the lookout places. I'm going to be going down there. So this is the running jackal saying bye-bye from Mount Douglas, from the antenna. Yeah, I might have to actually take some of the audio from the camera because I drifted off there. I don't think it really matters. 41 minutes of recording. So I've got about 7 minutes more, which should get me part the way down Glendenning Trail when I will bid you adieu for today. As I climb off the rocks here, it is very treacherous here. I must admit, I always put my camera away from here. It's too steep to drop the camera. It'd be a shame. So, there's a whole bunch of young mothers that have pushed their strollers with their babies all the way up the road. Did you want me to take a picture?
Oh, we love her. Thank you.
Yeah? Okay. Did you all come up the road pushing your strollers?
Yes, we did.
Wow.
I got it.
Just set it up for me and I'll press the button.
Yeah, I don't even think you have to press a button. I think you just can tap anywhere.
Okay.
But
Once I got you all in the picture,
here, here we go.
where do you want to be?
Let's face this way. All right. You can see that we're at the top.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Are we going to be able? Is it going to be too dark though? I have no idea.
No, I think it should be okay. You've got the sign there. That shows you at the top.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. I just don't want to be in the sun.
Yeah. It's going to be good. I can go back a little bit.
It doesn't.
All right, hang on. What a group.
Millipede, we made it.
You made it. Well done.
Sit down. Sit down.
All right, here we go.
1 second. I think, yeah, you can tap in the middle to focus it and off to the side to take it.
I think you just got 18 pictures, one after the other.
Thank you.
I'm sure one of them is going to be good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah, it was on multiple shots. I hope it turned out well for them. They're obviously very proud of having pushed their babies all the way up here. That's another good reason to close off the road. My niece has a Fit Mothers exercise class that she organizes in England. And she has been a good example of this philosophy. I think she has 4, maybe 5 children, which is a large family for this generation of young mothers. Okay, 45 minutes, 3 minutes to go. I see a buzzard way off there. It's the same one, it's the same guy. I'll just put the recorder down again. And this time, hopefully, I'll be able to zoom in on the buzzard. Okay, so he's flying along between the water and the land. There he goes. And I'm now trying to zoom in. He's gone down into the forested area, but he's going to swoop up in a second. Very disappointed with these buzzards. Unfortunately, they're not performing for me today. Oh well. I better get back. I'm now up to 46 minutes of this recording. What with the baby pictures and the buzzard attempt, I was hoping to be off the mountain by now, but it does not really matter. I just wanted to end this recording with me running and not just scampering down this treacherous little section, heading for the sand gully, going through the ankle breakers. This is where that old guy told me I might bump into the blocked off section. And this is the ankle breaking section. You have to put your foot right inside between two jaws of rock, like the jaws of a vice. I will switch this recorder off very shortly as I say goodbye to all my thousands of fans all over the world. Well, realistically, probably about 40 regular listeners, which is more than I can handle. To tell you the truth, I'd be happier with a few less. It makes what I say a lot easier to say when I'm not thinking about my thousands of fans. So at 48 minutes and 15 seconds, I say bye-bye for Wednesday.